Hello and good evening to Call of Cthulhu. That's right. You thought that was reading? Well, prepare your butts.
No question of leaving now. I must examine the scene of the fire.
We're here at the Hawkins mansion, a seemingly dilapidated building where a fire took place, but was extinguished quickly, but not quick enough to save the Hawkins' family, or the Hawkins family. There are no survivors. It is said that Sarah Hawkins, the mother, caused the fire, but her father says otherwise. Is this because I have a skill point? Figurine of a whale carved from wood. It's the sort of toy that sailors made for their children. Top house.
Bradley was right. This place is much older than I imagined, but the architecture seems too recent.
Interesting. Hilltop house built in 1693 by Reverend John Wickwood. Reverend. Perhaps it just was renovated? It's hard to say. Oops. Go like this. Hop on to the other side here. A little more balanced. What are we doing up here, Bradley? I like the character design. Like, it's not super high graphics, but at the same time they're very distinct. Especially Officer Bradley here with his what do they call that? Something smile, I don't know. He's got a half of it though. Sarah Hawkins.
The flowers on Sarah Hawkins' grave are fresh. The old caretaker must be very attached to her. The caretaker takes great care of these graves. The caretaker
I'm gonna put it that way. By Charles Hawkins.
Someone must really hate Charles Hawkins.
I told you. Silas Winchester is still watching over the Hawkins family.
I must say, it's pretty gloomy.
So, Detective, does this place inspire any thoughts?
Such a
Why were they buried
strange.
here?
I was given to believe that it was Charles Hawkins' wish.
Strange idea. I imagine Webster wasn't too pleased.
Mrs. Hawkins' father? It's said that he's devastated.
Do you know if Charles Hawkins had any enemies?
Not to our knowledge. He was a well-respected personality on the island. I don't understand. Silas would never have let such a thing happen.
He was well respected, but he also was like indebted. Maybe he was probably indebted with the rum runners. What's her name? Cat.
Let's go to the mansion.
Please give me a minute. I didn't expect to set foot back here after the burial. What kind of deranged individual would defile this sanctuary and steal a burnt painting? I don't see Silas doing such a thing, let alone allowing it. Even that broad Baker is above that. Lord,
Cat Baker.
have pity on this poor family.
Poor kid.
Yep, and their son, Simon. Alright, well, we've seen that. I believe if I back off in the this direction. Should lead me up to the house. Get in, investigate the mansion. I'm assuming this is the... You know what? This may or may not be the only case. I'm assuming this is the only case because it leads me to the island. I'll probably be here. This is just blocked off. I'll probably stay here for the rest of the game. It's very bright in my room. It's well, this little lighter of mine doesn't really provide much light, I'll tell you that. Wish I had that lantern. I really like that it goes out if you run or move too quickly, I'm assuming.
This entrance is still in use.
Guess so.
Whoa!
Whoa.
You were trying to force the door, you nosy prick!
Easy, sir, all right? Put down the axe.
You know what we do with rubble like you?
We give him the axe.
Dump them into the ocean!
Whoa!
Be like, excuse me,
You're
Officer
Mr.
Bradley is here.
Winchester. Lower that axe. Let's talk calmly.
Or I could beat you up because I have skill
I'll
points.
show you how we have it out on dark water.
Oh, now you're timed. You're hindering the work of police. Grab the axe. Grab the axe. Oh! Can you die in
What
this
do you
game?
think you're doing? So talk, and no baloney.
The police report describes a domestic
So
accident.
much for...
But Stephen Webster has several reasons to believe that this may not be the case.
Webster is as stubborn as an old mule. And I did tell him that we should let the dead rest in peace.
He wants to restore the reputation of his daughter. I just need to see where the fire started.
The mansion isn't safe. You would break your neck as sure as you're trying my patience right now.
That's why you barricaded the entrance.
That's right.
And this door?
It's locked, and I make sure it stays that way.
The sooner I carry out my investigation, the sooner I wrap up the case and return to Boston. After which, you'll never hear of me again.
Huh. I like the sound of that, but I have a better idea. You leave right now, and you never come back.
Silas! Pierce! In God's name, what are you doing?
Officer Bradley, this hood was trying to break into the mansion.
Do something, Bradley, or this story will have a nasty ending.
I vouch for him, Silas. He's working with us. We have reason to believe that someone entered the mansion and stole some paintings.
Impossible. I would have seen it.
Better safe than sorry. Now let us in. I promise to keep an eye on this one.
Okay then. I'll leave the key with you. You could have told me that earlier, Sonny.
Let's see what more I can learn from this mansion.
I wish... Ooh. I wish, you knew what, conversation point would end that. Because I wanted to get more information out of him. Or can I still talk to him?
What now?
Do you have a moment?
What now?
Okay.
Nothing. Sorry.
Stop wasting my time.
You seriously don't have, like, a torch on you or anything? See if there was any, objects around here. Yeah, so I really couldn't grab the axe. Like, I put points into strength because I wanted to be a tough guy. It turns out that's not really the case. At least not yet. Okay, this must be where Silas
The
lives.
poor wretch seems to spend the best part of his time isolated from the world. Rather Spartan. The caretaker has simple tastes.
Rather Spartan. What does that mean?
I know a thing or two about solitude myself.
Now that you finish your fun and games with Silas, we can perhaps inspect the mansion.
You're right. Let's go.
Alright.
Let's take a look inside.
I'm with you.
Pierce and Officer Bradley explored the gardens of the Hawkins mansion. The family lies in the graveyard of the property, guarded by Silas Winchester. The old caretaker, still faithful to his employers, keeps watch on the place armed with his axe. Yeah. Pierce and Bradley managed to calm him down and finally get hold of the key to the Hawkins mansion. They entered the building looking for the scene of the fire.
Follow me. I know the place.
Oh, you do have a lamp.
Who left this light on?
Like, look at the ghostly light. I'm scared of the dark, apparently. Going insane. Let's find all the creepy photos.
The Last Supper of the Hawkins. What does this tell me?
Ooh. I don't know, man. That doesn't look exactly appetizing. Zoom in on that. Ooh. I don't know why you have to go into this weird investigation mode. Medicine.
What kind of meat is this?
Squid, calamari, Cthulhu-oid. That's it. Oh, you got some more.
This place is for the head of the family, Charles Hawkins.
Saying there was a dispute of some sort. Do you think, every time I think, do you think a speed run of this game exists? Like, this is very dialogue heavy. There's gotta be people speed running it. There's just always is. I swear. I think that was it. I can lean. I bet you can't run in this mode. But you can duck. Oh, hello.
The boy was probably here. Smashed his plate on the floor.
Yeah, maybe there was some dispute.
Sarah Hawkins' plate. Why did she leave it untouched? Something happened at this table. An argument?
Yeah. I figured that much out. I'm a pretty smart cookie.
Hey, Pierce. Daydreaming again?
A little bit.
Working, officer. This dinner table tells us a lot about the Hawkins family life.
Well, we don't have all day. The scene of the fire is next door.
Don't have all day. Ooh.
Sarah Hawkins painted herself with her son, Simon, ready to go somewhere, but without Charles.
I think Charles may have been a rough character. Maybe more to learn in this room, actually. I could see. Anything else you want to tell me? Paintings. Abstract. Never quite understood abstract. I just don't get it. I think that's to close the door.
Charles and Sarah's wedding is painted by Sarah herself.
Is that odd?
Was Charles Hawkins some kind of explorer?
Charles Hawkins poses like an explorer in front of exotic ruins. It is common knowledge that he wasted away his fortune on expensive trips. What was he looking for? Immortality.
Too much rubble. I'll find an easier way.
I'm sure you will. Unlike a lot of games, like, I think this is common in FPSs, if you approach a wall, your gun model just becomes large. Like, it just appears to be large because they're like on different planes of existence or different camera planes. But in this game, when you approach the wall, your hand actually gets closer to you. So it's kind of like you... Oh, there's a time limit on that. As you approach, your hand doesn't just get larger, right? It comes closer to you.
Let's see if I can find something the cops missed.
You got some points to spend too. Can't see a goddamn thing. Where am I? Okay, that's the door. Hello?
Was Charles Hawkins a heavy drinker?
Probably. Alcoholism, abuse.
If the painting I found on the docks really came from here, how come it didn't burn?
Good question. It was removed before the fire.
The child's corpse left a trace. Where are the others?
True. Okay.
They had a fight. Why?
Smashed oil. Because he was a monster.
Did Sarah Hawkins lose one of her shoes? How?
She was pushed. So see, I think I'm getting more clues because I have a skill point.
Did it stop at the time of the fire?
Appears to be late.
Did someone escape the fire?
Scratch marks. We'll see.
Blood. This lamp was thrown. This was no accident.
Hello.
This was a fight. Someone fell here. A desperate attempt to flee.
That little lighter is doing work.
And the boy.
So, Detective, what do you make of it?
I firmly believe this fire was more than just an accident.
What's your theory?
Theory.
I think the Hawkins couple got into a fight.
You sure of that?
There's only one way to be sure.
Is this a bedroom or something? What does that mean? There's
I
only...
just ask that you don't disturb anything. If Chief West found out about what we're doing, I'd be in serious trouble.
Okay. There's only one way to be sure.
This door is locked.
Yes, it is.
These bandages are covered in dried blood. The same bandages that I saw in the warehouse on the docks. And given the bloodstains, I'd also say that it's the same person.
Blood from the cutting... Getting a cut from the smashed lamp? Perhaps.
This door is blocked from the outside. The lyrics of the drunken sailor. A sea shanty.
What do you do with a drunken sailor? What do you do with a drunken sailor? What do you do with a drunken sailor early in the morning?
An original edition of Mary Shelley's Frankenstein. Dated 1818.
See? There's some not timey-wiminess, but like an immortality thing, right? It's an original copy that's 100 years old. Could have it if you're a collector, but maybe you got it when it was contemporary, right? This is blocked off. All right, let's go see Officer Bradley over here. What's he got for us? God damn.
Moby Dick, Melville's classic.
Or the
The
whale.
epic battle between man and whale. Mandatory reading for any whaler, I guess.
I heard that the Moby Dick did not do well when it was authored.
This piano is in disrepair. Looks like the Hawkins kept it more for decoration than for music.
What the heck is that? Oh, so you can get up here, you just have to go around.
What could Sarah have done to make this person threaten to call the police?
Dear sir, as you know, I've always held you and your family in high respect. Unfortunately, I can no longer continue to close my eyes on the behavior of your wife. Last week, she again terrified my clientele. I know that she means no harm, but you should place her in care of Dr. Fuller. He alone seems able to make her come to her senses. If these disturbances were to recur, believe me that, although it would feel like torture, I would be obliged to involve the police. Respectfully yours, Anton Wellard. End quotation. Oh, the whole thing is not locked. What the hell? Okay. Oh, this is Simon's room?
Boys' room.
Oh. Let me just do more investigation.
What was going through that boy's mind?
Uh-huh. See that? Mind flare. I can't see anything in here.
A child's fort. From what threat was Simon protecting his world?
Was it... Does one clue appear after the next? I don't know.
Tom Sawyer. Mark Twain. Sarah must have read it to him before bed.
Yeah, it seems like it.
Sleeping pills. Strong for an 11-year-old boy. What was wrong with this family?
A lot of things.
What nightmarish vision could have inspired them? Simon's troubles went beyond family problems. That kid saw something. Something terrified him.
That kid had a lot of problems. Oh,
What will her room reveal about her?
I know, it's very dark. Should I be in here with Bradley?
This padlock is too complicated for me.
Okay. And the key to the house doesn't open it? Strange. What was she keeping safe?
Barbiturates. Sarah Hawkins
Barbiturates.
must have been extremely agitated, resorting to such a treatment.
They act as a depressant of the nervous system, but once you can never live without them. Of that, I know something. Seriously? I mean, they... Oh. The key that opens the door to Sarah Hawkins' office was concealed. Would it not let me... If I could not find that, would it have let me continue? There we go. Oh yeah. Little Cthulhu summoning here.
Was Sarah Hawkins interested in the occult? What was she trying to achieve?
The Dark Brotherhood.
The door is blocked on the other side.
I'm assuming that's the padlock door.
Despite what happened, they seem to have loved each other.
They brought us together and forever it will bind us.
This ledger lists all of the paintings Sarah Hawkins sold. It seems the last one was given for free to a Francis Sanders. I wonder why.
Who is Francis Sanders? Or scratches?
Bradley? Is that you?
Oh!
Is anyone there?
Could this be? Whoa! Oh! Ew! Whoa!
You! Stop!
Should I run? Oh! Action time.
Bradley, did you see which way he went?
Who? I didn't see anyone. I just heard some noise. Are you all right?
A man was hiding on the upper level. He ran when he saw me. He can't be far.
Catch the thief. Can I just hold this down? Oh no, it does.
I'll
Great.
cover you.
Okay, catch the thief. See what my journal has to say here.
This door was closed earlier. Where did he go?
Must have got out some way.
No, he was here. I'm sure. Let's search this room.
Okay, secret bookcase.
As if the bookcase has been moved several times. Clearly,
Easy.
Charles Hawkins knew Captain Fitzroy very well.
Okay, Charles Hawkins and Captain Fitzroy. Yeah, and then who's that third guy? Looks like he's wearing sunglasses. Posing with a third man. They seem close. No names.
I wonder who the man with the glasses is in the photograph. The Scylla. It's the boat that was stranded at the entrance to the harbor. This panel is movable. Cogwheels. They must be linked to an opening mechanism. Probably a secret passage. I must find a way to activate the opening mechanism.
I didn't need to see this. Huh. Use my big hands.
Great. I managed to force the gears.
That was awkward.
I triggered something.
There's no sound there. That was awkward.
Well done, Pierce.
It looks like a freehand map of dark water. Certain areas have been highlighted. I wonder why.
Interesting. What else do we have here? Oil refilled.
It looks like an old seaway map.
Yeah, Scylla, Prodigal, Orpheus. Let's go in the bookcase. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you very much for watching. If you're interested in any other gaming related content, please subscribe to GT Variety Gaming. And if you're interested in Assassin's Creed and the lore within the games, please subscribe to Assassin Saga. If you would like to show your appreciation, please consider subscribing to Grim Tales Gaming. And with that, I will see you in the next one.